can crack that open. Something just woke up down here.
Shall we dance?
Got to concentrate. On I go. Cutting to the chase.
Let's have some fun.
Got to focus.
Spill some blood.
Let's end this. Got to move. Time to strike. On the move. Can't slow down.
miss this.
My faith will protect me. Fall, damn you. Time to strike. It has it. I'm done. I can't wait to sleep. Breathe deep and move.
Juggle? I didn't think anyone worshipped the scribe of the dead.
What's that?
A lot of effort to hide one sarcophagus.
Here lies the guardian of tombs. Through knowledge comes atonement.
So he has spoken, and so thou standest before me. Right, as always. What a curious way to awaken. Now, I have a question for thee. What is the worth of a single mortal's life? Because, wilt thou answer my question? So, I ask again, what is the worth of a single mortal life? And thus, balance is achieved. Very well, we have met. We will see each other again.
There is work to do. Take you! Take you!
No one back home will ever believe this.
So, you know about these parasites. Will we survive them?
Only if my people extract them. The only other cure is the blade.
Okay. Wonderful.
These tieflings prove fragile. I have a mind to end their misery myself.
Calm yourself. They're survivors, not soldiers.
I failed to see the distinction.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need. So
I'd swear that ox's gaze is following me.
Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky. Call it. Heads or tails? Heads it is. See? That's the... I've got more where that came from. Real cheap too. Interested? Hey, not so... You caught me. I'm just trying to earn money for... I wish I had better things to sell than trinkets, but it's all I have. Thank you. That's what I got. You bought...
You suddenly feel something moving against your back and turn. You see her hand in your bag's heart.
I can't do this anymore, Mattis. I'm sorry.
The trader has no problem with you inspecting these goods, so long as you're willing to pay for them.
Hey, you here to trade or... Yeah, I know. I was standing right here telling her to rob you. I am sorry. Look, you caught her. Good now, do me a favor. Make room for...
Please, let us through.
Let my daughter go right now!
She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Ragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out! We need to get Arabella out.
You heard the guards.
I'd sooner trek through the 9 hells than trust that snake.
Arabella tried to steal their idol. Druid.
Oh, it's all my fault. I told her I would.
Now Arabella's being judged by a bunch of
Sounds like she made the fatal mistake of getting caught. We shouldn't get involved.
Thank you. They won't give up.
Hurry! I'm at the end of...
Yes, I see.
Calm, Magrin. Give them a chance. You, get back. Keep back. Force my hand.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh. You.
You there! Hello! Umbra tua, pater arco.
Hostes, subeunt, protegenos.
Mementibus, alquilebre
Find our master. Return to me then. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Have you lost your sense? Release her.
She stole the idol of Sylvanus.
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger. Girl, she eats our food, drinks our... Wrath, lock her up. And keep still, devil.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol.
Do it. The devil sowed chaos.
The snake's hiss of approval reveals its intentions. Should the child struggle, it is poised to strike.
Yes. She is. Out, thief. My grace.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your...
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. But well seen. Well spotted. We've let a snake replace our leader. Master Halsin. Perhaps Goblin called, perhaps dead. He'd set Mistress Korga back in line. More will die if the rite is finished. So many more, sent into a world gone mad. Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return home. Sylvanus' blessing upon you. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left wet. You won't mistake the first druid for any... Come, Silver. Stay close.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a mon... Yes, you would say so. I know your kind. You see only villain... A viper bears her fangs defending her brood. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanus, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders. And mine, you showed great mettle at the gate. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outland. They're to be gone before fight. The Viper must strike. Then they soon get out.
No time to rest. I see you. Just give me a moment. A moment. This may be there. It's up to her now. Now, what was it you needed? I do what I can. Come here. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired round the... A tadpole. A mind flayer tadpole. I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way. This one had the same problem as you. A tadpole crawled out of his head soon after. I'll do the best I can. I'm no Master Halsin, mind. He'd have your tadpole out like that. Still, we have options. You don't have to be here for this.
No, I'll stay. I'd rather know exactly what you're up to.
All right. Let's see what we can do. Of course. Now, tell me what's been happening. Any symptoms? Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know their... How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening. A mind flayer ship? Look, you've been straight with me, but you seem like a good soul. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms. The thorn? Coated in a fatal toxin. I don't have a cure. I'm sorry for misleading you. But I had to be sure you... Now, do I have your word or not? I hope it doesn't come to that. But, thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk, and never once saw a mind flare, and Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, mind flayers reproduce by infecting someone with their parasite. 7 gruesome days later. The thing in your skull, though, it's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Not yet, anyhow. Could be. But there's a lot we don't. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers. Joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back. The thing is, you though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, if you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. Thank you. I wish I could tell you what happened out there. But all I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, step at a time, Nettie. Come on.
Wyvern. Never tried it, and I hope to keep it that way.
Better a quick draft than a ceramorphosis, nonetheless.
Better than becoming a mind flayer. Keep it, in case things start to go very wrong.
You ever scare me like that?
Mom, I'm fine.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her. Likewise. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me.
Bells, it's our job to get us out of here safely, not yours.
It's my job too. The druids don't care about us. No one does. We have to look after ourselves. That's what Maul says.
That girl. I don't care.
Not a chance I'll fit in there.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with. Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You gonna kill them too?
You! Move! You're right. I wish you weren't. I really do. Damn you. Damn it!
Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies?
Your soft heart will be the death of us. You'd better be right.
It's all right, Arca. Let's go.
Ain't sure why you're protecting me. Don't care, neither. It's too late to make friends, warg meat. My tribe's coming. They're gonna burn this pretty place for the glory of the Absolute and hang you by your guts. They'll peel your face. I ain't scared of some guard. Stick a dozen arrows in me and Priestess Guard still got a whole lab set up. Cooks up post could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it.
A goblin healer. We really are desperate, aren't we?
Get me out of here, and I'll tell you where to find her. Deal? You need me. Get me out of here, and I'll tell them what a good friend you are. Oh, you teeth are all... Cages are boring.
Shame the goblins didn't kill me, too.
Don't say that.
I'm just sad. Bored.
Aradin's back with his tail between his legs. I'm glad for your help, but I'd hoped you were Halsin. Yeah, when he ran off with the without Halsin, this growth.
Your sour face is tiring, Shadowheart. By all means leave if I am so distasteful.
I'd rather not turn my back on you, if it's all the same.
The Imperious Elf's got the red eyes, and I'm not convinced he's... I expect I am your first. Of course you haven't. They would have cut you from navel to neck. You are no less alien to me than I am to you. I know of your kind, but I do not often encounter them. That large, fleshy nose of yours looks like a mistake. Better is an opinion, but disciplined, dignified. Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a Zaithisk purification device. The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain total understanding. Not books, but slates. Wisdom so profound it is etched into stone. Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant, the planes are ever quaking, and their peoples ever shifting. Yet we still collect more. Infinities upon infinities. I understand much beyond your comprehension. More to the point, I know the cure. It is imperative we locate a creche. You do well to observe more and question less. Yes, in great detail. Then you start to hallucinate. Your bones, all skin will turn to gore and be shed to reveal new flesh underneath. Then you have ceased to exist, and a mind flayer is born. Words forged in steel. May your actions express the same metal. We must find my kind and be rid of the first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me. Yes, if you give it no further thought. Bad surprises. Besides, what hasn't happened may yet come to pass.
You know what I really miss about Baldur's Gate? Food. Freshest fish I've ever had.
I don't care for fish. Red meat, now, that's a different matter. Rare as can be. Dripping.
Well, unless we find a cure, you won't have any teeth to chew it with soon enough.
The dog's hackles raise. You see a name etched into the leather. Scratch. He whines, but remains rooted by the corpse's side.
So, you and Lae'zel. Seems tame.
Please don't remind me. But keep your guard up with her.
Good. You fight well, but you're so efficient. Why not have a little fun?
Fun? I fight to win, not to make spectacles.
What a waste.
Do you have someone waiting for you in Baldur's Gate, Astarion? A sweetheart, perhaps?
Not one in particular. The city is a veritable feast of sweethearts.
You must be eager to get back, then. Slimmer pickings out in this wilderness.
One horn. This is the devil Will has been tasked to kill.
Steady on, soldier. That's the stuff. Oh, fuck me. It's you, from the Nautiloid. Please tell me I found you before those so-called Paladins of Tyr did. Good. Great.
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery, then you're lost in visions of demonic armies, the Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus.
What was that? Fuck's sake. Guess that explains the voices. From that peek I got into your head, you've made some inroads trying to get the thing sorted. But alas, no joy. I'm Karlach. And you are... Well met, soldier. Now that we're old... A little background, if you're more... You already know I fought in the Blood War. So good, Zariel, the archdevil... I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. Zariel sent goon after goon to hunt me down. The latest yappy little dog she sicked on me are nearby. A group of dopes posing as paladins of Tyr. Want to help me take them down? Fuck yes. They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. After we've mopped them up, we can work on evicting this parasite and...
A warrior who winks at her foes while she slays them. You'd be a fool to refuse her.
I'd hug you. You know I'm up for it, but your party's a little full.
I suppose this affords me a little...
Excellent. Let's go.
What's so funny? You haven't got some laughing curse, have you?
I really made it out of Avernus. It's incredible.
All right, just keep it down. We're conspicuous enough without your hyena call.
At least things have stayed interesting. Better not be cursed.
Please, no more. Leave us in peace, and we shall leave you in kind.
Cut the crap, Anders. I know what you are.
Don't let her hurt us. Please, we just want to go home.
There's something in the squint of his eye. You suspect he's lying.
Enough! Enough! I'll not play pretend anymore. Karlak, you're going home in pieces if needs must. And you'll...
Avernus was never my home. It was my prison. I'm free now. And I'm never going back!
Where do I go from here? No time for mercy.
Hungry for the slaughter.
Victory awaits.
Let's turn someone inside out. You're mine.
My injuries need tending. Victory awaits. I will ascend.
Taking position.
You can do it. Time to strike. Here goes. The hammer's gonna fall.
back. I'm never going back. And if any of Mummy's little friends want to pick up where the others left off, they'll find nothing but a pile of ash. That's right, she won't. She can't. She couldn't even lay a finger! Fuck you!
Smell that? Blood. This whole plain reeks of it.
That'll wake you up of a fine day, won't it?
I do not need awakening. My senses are sharp as steel.
Feeling fresh? That ought to do it.
This whole plain reeks of it.
That'll wake you up of a fine day, won't it?
I do not need awakening. My senses are sharp as steel. Securing.
wish to live in more interesting times.
Is this your first time?
Felt good letting off a little stick. Granted, the fire lasted a little longer than it should. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close, till I've found a way to calm it down. High pain tolerance. And a dynamic duo of truly shitty bosses. But it's a bit early in the game to be getting into tragic backstories. Meanwhile, I'll need to find someone who can tune up my engine sooner. The first time I faced down those paladins, they let slip there was an infernal mechanic in the area. A tiefling. Sounds like a good lead. Hopefully our...
Isn't it glorious?
Bodies everywhere. Accident or sabotage?
There are important matters to discuss.
Yeah? The Blade of Frontiers? Yeah, he's been on my tail for ages. Thought he'd seen sense by now, though. Thank you. Nicest thing anyone... Look, I don't know why Will's been sent after me. He's a hero. Believe it or not, that's all I am. A woman from Baldur's Gate who's been away from home too long. Will's been deceived. It isn't his fault, but if you kill me, you'll never find out why. See that you do. Last thing I want to have to do is
Karlach's all fire and fury. I pray to the Triad it doesn't consume her. Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus. That's one of the archdevils Ariel's own. Chaos incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. She fled from my reach. Even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking. The damage she might be doing. A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. All right, anything more we should discuss? So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse bled into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after. No. But he named me friend, and that meant the world. But what of the others? The children never saved. the cries never heard. In the boy's tears, I finally saw the suffering wrought by the villains of the wild. The frontiers demanded a blade, and so I heeded. And it's nice to meet someone of your talents. Having a worm wriggling in my skull didn't instill much confidence in the days ahead. With you as my ally, the future looks a little less daunting. A most vicious one. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days.
Tiny grooves spider across the eye's surface. It resembles a sending stone.
A sending stone? Nothing so special, I assure you.
His breathing quickens. His jaw tenses. A strange sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed. You find only darkness. Will's thought.
Keep out of my mind. I told you, the eyes are rock. Nothing more.
You focus on the source of the power, but it is quiet and still.
Gladly. Anything more we should discuss?
What's on your mind? Let's see. I hail from Waterdeep, City of Splendors. I am a wizard of considerable acclaim and scholar of exceptional accomplishment. I have a cat, a library, and a weakness for a good glass of wine. And if the mood takes me, I'm there. Certainly. That I have a great respect for privacy, for instance, especially my own.
So the tadpole gives us the ability to influence others.
Ignore it. Deny it. This is nothing but a disease, and every use will sicken us further.
Nonsense. Any power freely given is a power well received, and this is a valuable power indeed.
Its value is unproven, and I'm not sure I want to prove it one way or another. It's an illithid parasite, after all.
Wise counsel. When the temptation calls, keep silent, or suffer.
We meet again, as predicted. I shall be here in thy camp, for whenever thou hast need of my services. There are many answers to that question. None correct. No. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking. Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind. Most willingly, forsooth. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more. A matter of coin. Very well. Impossible. Thy party is as thou...
One horn! The stink of Avernus!
Well, I'll be God's damned. The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you.
Karlach, the Archdevil Zariel's gladiator, come to burn the sword.
Well,
Not counting the fuckers that need a good hurting.
Shut it, devil!
A devil?
A great fire roars. You are Karlach, tearing through demons across a blood-red landscape of fire, the front lines of the Blood War. With every
proof, clear as summer sky.
I've tried to tell you.
Another vision. Karlach's blade rays slicing through devils. Will shudders with Karlach's desperation.
By Baldur's helm, No!
You saw the truth. I may be an effective...
And yet you served.
Will catches his breath and his lips straighten. Sheer dread twists his face.
No! Devils cannot be trusted!
Would you listen to sense? This doesn't have to end badly for either of us. You know monsters better than anyone. Can't you look in my eyes and see I'm not a devil?
You don't know what this means. You don't know what you're asking me to do.
I'm asking you to live, Will. I don't want to hurt you. And to be frank, I'd rather not find out how the blade got his name. I swear to you, on all I am, I'm not what you think.
Shit! Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Oh, thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today.
Truce then, eh?
Aye. Truce. I see the good in you, Karlach. I promise not to lose sight of it. Even when the hells burn hottest.
Glad Will saw sense. Even more glad he decided to stick around. Takes a pretty slick mover to track down old Karlach. Same. Now, instead of a liability...
Nothing like a little camp drama to spice up the evening. It's almost a pity things ended so amicably. Seeing those two duke it out would be fun. Oh, what's to tell? I'm a magistrate back in the city. It's all right.
Good thing for Will that Karlach called a truce. A tiefling that mighty would shred him to... Now... I have a confession. I was too hasty to judge you. I thought you witless, gutless, unimpressively bland. Now, well, you've earned my respect and more still. You've proven your wits. You are efficient and dominant, in and out of battle. You've proven your courage. I swear you would tear the horns off one dragon to plunge into another. And you're hardly bland. Your scent alone is enough to make my neck sweat and my hairs stand on end. I want to taste you. Do you? lost. One day soon, you will... and you will wish you could... Chuck. Be wary of false promises. The missing... If you must... Vlakith requires everything of her children. I can't count how many bruises I know only blood red, and I am what I must be. Say what I must be. To survive every
You've been witness to a pantomime, I'm sorry to say. And I've played my part all too poorly. I can say only this. Karlach's not the only one who's had a villain's knife held to their throats. One night soon, when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll pay... You're not in any danger. The Blade of Frontiers at your...
Thank goodness that's all dealt with. The odds are stacked high enough against...
Try me. Should mind my step.
How delicious.
Don't be shy.
Indolence breeds madness. Indolence breeds madness.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
What a charmer.
watch your back.
Take you!
Hells. I need to hold on. I need...
Something fresh.
I have a lot on my mind. And well...
Feeling fresh?
Assume nothing.
That nearly ended me.
Let's get going. Death close at hand.
Seems like we're fine. What's on your mind? I must admit, besides, you saved my life aboard. I'd join you, but things are looking a tad. Lead the way.
Hellfire. She's coming.
Well, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
God damn it. Anyone but her.
You flatterer. Why, if I had a warm... Call me Mizora. And his leash. We had a deal, Will.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tick!
How precious. The little pupsters.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the
Karlak meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart. Don't you worry. That ship has long sailed the Styx. But to defy...
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
What the hells have you done?
The promise broken.
Get used to the new form, pet. There's no going back. Now, let's see how the frontiers...
Karlak, keep an eye. I'll be keeping mine.
Oh, and Will?
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that. You can say that again. When he was chasing me through Avernus,
So, Will did the right thing, and it earned him a set of horns.
The Blade of Frontiers in the guise of a devil. Still, it took guts to defy that petty...
Gods damn her, straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was... I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Not Zariel's victims.
Warlock pacts tend to be unforgiving from what you know of them. Will was lucky he didn't face a more severe punishment.
I'll say what I can. It's Mizora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast. I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mizora, it was worth the sacrifice. All I can...
I need a quick word. All right, what now?
Ready for this? Hey, soldier. The year, 10 air. The place, sleepy little town called Baldur's Gate. Our hero, Karlach, a knock-kneed delinquent from the outer city with everything to give and nothing to lose. I was a kid looking for a way to fill my days and make some cash when I fell into the wrong crowd. Worked for a guy I respected. A lot. Turns out the feeling wasn't mutual. Through the jigs and the reels, he made a deal with Zariel behind my back. You know Zariel, right? Archdevil of Avernus. She put this thing in my chest and set me to work. Well, to war. I learned quick how to stay alive. And the engine served me when it came to killing devils. 10 years of that. The stories I could tell. Guy named Gortash. Politician. Inventor. One of these wheeler-dealer types who seems to have a finger in every pie. I guess I was naive to think everything he got up to was above board. What did I know? I saw a job. A good job. With people I liked. Doing work I was good at. Sometimes I'm jealous of that girl. Ugh, to feel so invincible again. Gives me energy. Power. But you've seen it in action. If I'm excited at all, angry, nervous, delighted, enticed, I burn hot. I try not to think about it. One of these days, I'll sort the whole infernal affair out, get myself... But... no. What's on your mind? First things first, I need to get this engine tuned up. Thing's powerful, but it's been feeling volatile ever since I left the Hells. Can't be too hard to find an infernal mechanic round here, right? We were both part of Zariel's inner circle. Her by choice, me by force. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but I wasn't even her strongest fighter. But she favored me like a child favors a captive pet. Mizora envied the attention, I suppose. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted. I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do. Devils and their pride. No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a good stage show, but I did not want to be one of the players. Depends on the type. Ice devils hate an inferno, but that's an easy one. Orthons love projectiles. What they don't love is getting their bombs lobbed right back in their faces. Demons, on the other hand, every demon is absolutely singular. You can't ever think you've got them typed out. Sharp instincts, sharp weapons, and a knack for improvisation. That's the only way to survive them. Anyway, what were we talking about? Funny you should ask. I was just thinking about what would have become of us without that Nautiloid. I mean, I know where I'd be. Trapped in Avernus still, with the Blade of Frontiers on my tail. But what about you? I can picture you getting mixed up in some outrageous shit. Giants, beholders, Thayans, the works. Maybe once we've wrapped up the current shenanigans, we'll rest a bit and find some new heap of trouble to throw ourselves at.
Assume nothing.
What to do?
Something tore right through these people. They didn't stand a chance.
Beast reeks of brimstone and offal. Every breath is thick with blood. You hear what comes next before you see it. The sharp snapping of bones and a yelp of pain. You watch with cold realization. Gnolls. Vicious, monstrous humanoids can spawn from the corpses of dying hyenas. Bones snap as the hyena is hollowed from the inside out, forming a vessel for something new. Her belly splits like a rotten fruit, birthing a frenzy of claws and fangs.
Let's go.
I will ascend.
That hyena's making a break for it.
Let's cook with fire, baby. Jimmy on the go.
I am fury. I am death. Feel my mistress's wrath. Let's get this over with.
My turn.
Swift and lethal. Taste my fury. What's the plan?
Tactical.
Let my name be known.
Take your...
Bye forever.
You've made a grave mistake.
I will ascend. meet your end.
Time to strike. My injuries need tending. Take you. Take you. Best be on my way.
Ready for another round? Incoming.
Victory awaits. Make way. Take you.
close ranks.
A little help, please.